baby. We can just chill if you want to. We can pop a pill if you want to. You can bust a whip if you want to. We can take a trip if you want to. We can get it in if you want to. Do it all again if you want to. If I bring a friend, what you gon' do? We can talk about it when you gone. Come through, come through, come through. Come through, come through. We can talk about it when you come. We can talk about it when you come.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all on this lovely Thursday? It is 4:20 here. It's hot as hell. You guys know the drill. If you hear my fans, oh well, I'm not turning them off. I turned off the air like for 20 minutes so that my daughter can take a shower. And it was like an oven in here, up and down, okay? It's like an oven. So I was like, this is ridiculous. Turn on all the fans. Pull the lever. Because I cannot be hot. I'm sorry. I just cannot be hot. It's 7:25 here. Boy, that time difference is crazy. Have my lemony sweet tea. Okay, so sis, I had to go live, right? After what you showed me. There's a reason though why. You know, I'm talking about my little sushi shit in a minute. But girl, so right when I was setting up the live, Kevin called me and I told him what was going on. And he was like, "Don't you dare drag her." I was like, that was never my intention. I was like, you don't even know me no more. Like, you don't even know me anymore. That was never my intention. I'm not, definitely not going to drag that person. But what I am going to do is slightly drag someone else. It's not even a drag. I'm just telling the truth. I'm a slightly be a little unkind to someone else. So I watched it. I watched part of the one that happened today. I don't know if you saw the one that happened today, about 4, maybe 5 hours ago. So I will never, ever kick a person when they're down. That's not my thing. Even if I really truly don't like you, I would never do that. Proof of that is when that bumpy face, blotchy face, black headed faced dude was over here messing with me. You remember when we came back and we did the live about our testimonies, our, triumphs in life. The motherfucker went over there and blew up his community wall like he do. And even, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did like a little live where he was talking about it. Egg just completely on the nigga face. Even when that happened, my stance on that was, bitch, I'm still here. And even with all of that shit that happened, I'm still going to drag you. Like the drag continued. Like even in death, bitch, I'm going to come back. My spirit is going to come back and it's going to fucking drag you. Like that was my response to that shit because I frown upon that type of behavior. You will see so much of that behavior on this here app because, like I said, this is the meeting place for a lot of lower life forms. It didn't pop up on my YouTube screen homepage. Yeah, there's one um, that person did a few hours ago. I only watched like the beginning. I didn't watch the whole thing because, like I said, what I'm talking about right now is really not about that person. You know what I'm saying? What made me go, the audacity. What made me do that was that person that was in the comments. That person that was over here for a minute that we called sister. That is why I was like, yeah, let me say something about this shit just because, we watched it, it's content. I'm sorry. There's way too many people. Let me put this up. Neither would I kick someone who's down, sissy, but she used my name, my picture, people saying it was me, sis. And I completely understand that. We both, this is what I'm saying, we both had an issue. Keep in mind, had, which is past tense, we both had an issue with that person. But whatever the issue was, it's not that serious enough to laugh at her in her time of need when she's, you know what I'm saying, real fucked up out here. Regardless of what that person has said about people on this app, regardless of the stalking that that person has done to people on this app, still my heart, I can't do it. But what I can do though is talk a little shit about that person that commented. So I don't listen. One thing that I hate, like to the highest point of hativity, is when you use God and you're not doing not one single godly thing. There's nothing godly about you. Okay? Just your words. Just your words. It was hilarious for me to see someone, you know what I'm saying, in the comments saying, God got you and, I love you. You're going to be all right. All this other shit. And I'm like, damn, this is so crazy. First of all, let me put this out here. I've been saying that this person is a follower. And not only is this person a follower, but I truly believe that this young lady looks up to that other younger lady for some odd reason. I don't know what the hell it is that she has ever done on here to make this one person look up to her. But when a person does not have positive influences in their lives, when they see some ratchet shit, they want to be like the ratchet shit. They want to turn into the ratchet person. I think that's what's going on with that person. She kind of wants to live a life like that person. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, being married and stuff is not really what she wants to do. She wants to be a hood rat out here. Maybe that's what it is. She don't really truly want to be a woman of God. Maybe she's doing that because of the person that she's with. She really want to be a little hoe out here. I'm not sure. I just think the bitch is weird. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that weird vibe from her. Well, I didn't get a full weird vibe from her at first. But yeah, it eventually happened. So, was not going to sis either. That is sad. Right? That's sad because that's, her real life or somewhat her real life. It's what she putting on here as her real life. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, but there's another element to it. Back on this fool, I was laughing so hard because I was like, I remember, look, we see pastors, preachers, priests all the time. They can be bought. Most of them, mere men, can be bought. But when I see someone who claims that they're from God, this person claims that they live according to the word. I am very, very godly. I follow the instructions. I'm trying to live the best life that I can according to his words. Very faithful. When I see a person like that, And then I watch some of the little fucking grimy ass shit that they do, the serpenty shit that they do. It just makes me laugh. Like, be real. None of us are godly. We're not supposed to be. There wouldn't have been a need for Jesus to die on that cross if we were. So this is just, it just fills me with laughter. I have a serious situation where someone is seriously like about to get fucked up in real life doing some shit on this internet. You know what I'm saying? And as a group, we're all here together. It's happening to me, but it's happening in front of everyone. Do you see it? All I asked was, did you see it? Motherfucking bitches act like they didn't see that shit because somebody want to give you a $50 gift card. That's all you was worth. That's how much that person paid you. No wonder why you are where you are right now. I felt that was hella hilarious. I don't follow holy rollers. Right. Fucking Bible thumpers and shit. No. We gonna keep it real. We were born into sin. We are very sinful. You know, as humanity, we're very sinful. We are supposed to bleed the sin out of us. It does not happen immediately. It happens over time. So when I see that type of shit, I be like, girl, hell no. I just don't even type, listen, don't use my Jesus, okay? Don't even type his name. Don't even type his name. Blasphemy. Blasphemous ass bitch. That's what got me. Out of everything I saw, out of everything I heard, that is what got me. The holy rolling ass hoe. The blind hoe. That's what got me. Like, girl, sit down somewhere, bitch. Sit down. That's what it was for me. My bad. Let me mute. I got like a big ass piece of ice in my mouth. My bad. So, with that weirdo, the shit the weirdo did out the way, I cannot celebrate or laugh or be happy at that shit because guess what? That can happen to anybody. That can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But my only thing is, if you out here on your 10. It's just you. You should have shit put in place to where that type of shit, when it does come and when it does happen, it's not for long. You bounce back real quick. It's just you by yourself. Good evening, my teddy bear. How are you, my love? Happy Thursday. Sometimes you cannot stop tragedy from happening. You know, you can have everything in place and it still can happen. I know I don't fuck with that person. Legan, I know you don't fuck with that person. As a whole, Lush Gang, don't fuck with that person. My chill sector, Lush Gang empire started due to this motherfucker. Due to the hate, okay, that the bitch was given. And I get that. But, but even with me in the position that I'm in right now in life, thank you, Jesus. It wasn't easy. I had bumps in the road. You know, in a couple years ago, I'm gonna tell y'all when. Not that long ago. Yeah, it was that long ago. A couple years ago, I left my home, you know, where I am right now, and I went back home to live permanently. Okay. And see, for me, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, I went back home to live permanently. There's a lot of things that I have to do at home. I don't just have no beautiful ass house or whatever, just sitting on property ready to live in. No, these are shits that was built by my fucking great grandparents by hand. You understand what I'm saying? They old, they rickety, one of them blew the fuck up. The gas main fucking blew the house. So there's no house there, and the one that's next door to it on the other lot, that house, you blow on it, it'll fucking blow down. So anyway, enough about my business. The point that I'm making is that I was ready at that point to get things done and to transition from the big city life to the little city life. And that shit didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, with my husband being in the military and with him being overseas over there in fucking Kuwait. It wasn't happening the way that it was supposed to happen. So I had to come back here. And when I came back here, I came back here to nothing. Now don't get me wrong, I wasn't broke. Don't get me wrong now. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is that I had to reestablish myself here because I was out there for months, because that's where I was supposed to permanently be. And when shit did not look the way that I needed it to look, I had to come back home. And my support system wasn't here either. My support system was back east. You know, my brothers, my sister, my mama. You know what I mean? They were back east. So it was just me. I mean, of course I got aunties and uncles that was here, cousins that was here. That's the point of the story. You know what I'm saying? You may have family, but that doesn't mean you can depend on them. Now, of course, I can always depend on my family, but I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to ask for anything. I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to do it on my own. Even if that means I have to be in a cardboard box for a couple of weeks so that I can get settled, I'm going to do it on my own. And I didn't have my husband here. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was overseas. So it was all me. You know, I had to live in a hotel for a minute while I was looking for a place here, because I had totally left. You understand what I'm saying? I left here, never to return again type of shit. So I know what it feels like to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Not totally homeless and not totally broke, but at least you don't have a fucking home to come to. So I get it. You will find a lot of resources within the people you fuck with. You know, within the people. And one thing that I read that was true to life was that one person that I just got to talking about, you know, the holy rolling ass weird bitch. She said sometimes God removes people out of your life. You are absolutely right, because that's why God removed your punk ass out of mine. You out of mine and leggings. Shit, and Courtney's. This is why God removed your weirdo ass out of our lives. With your snake ass. With your weird ass. I can't even call her no snake. Because it's not that deep. So I can't call her no snake. I'm just going to call her a slug. That's better. No snake, just a slug. That's what the fuck, a tadpole. That's what the fuck that is. A tadpole. Hey, mommy. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Hold on. These good for nothing ass nails. Here you go, mommy. Yeah, a slug for real, for real. That's a good, yeah, that's a good example. That's exactly what the Lord did for us by removing y'all wicked asses the fuck from around us. That's exactly what happened, baby. That's exactly what happened. So I agree with you there. But this app right here, when shit like that happens, that is when you realize what this app really is for. For you. What's it what's it doing for you? I noticed very easily that them numbers dropped, baby. Dropped all the way down to the ground. When they shouldn't. They should still be the same. And every single person that was in your chat is a resource. Hear me now. I am not talking about money. I'm not talking about giving you any cash apps. I'm not talking about giving you any super stickers, super chats, none of that shit. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about knowledge. Just like that weird ass, stalking ass bitch that always acted like she had an answer for everything. Bitch was a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, real estate agent, fucking mental counselor, relationship guru, matchmaker, painter, carpenter, fucking electrician, architect. Bitch was everything, supposedly. Supposedly was everything, but everyone said she owned any property. Trying to tell somebody some fucking shit and you don't own nothing. Then that person had to secretly hit me up to ask me the questions because that bitch didn't own nothing and I do. Like, I just sat there quiet and just let the person say whatever the hell it was they said. Girl, that motherfucker was everything. I could have sworn that one conversation we had, the bitch admitted that she was Jesus. She was Jesus. Yeah, nurse, all that good shit. Bitch was what I was, what you was, what Courtney was. She was what everybody that was there. She was the whole sisterhood and the traveling pants, girl. Okay? I heard the bitch say in a former life she was a fucking horse. All I'm saying is the bitch was weird. We got introduced to a lot of weirdos early in the game, but we here now. Woo! Free of the weird bitches. You know what I'm saying? The last three still standing when the dust settled. Okay. You know, after our car stopped on the dusty road of the YouTube streets. Everything but a veterinary girl. No, I heard that she did some work with cats and dogs too, girl. She was working with the animals, girl. She be whispering to them, animal whisper, chiropractor. Mm-mm. I could have sworn the bitch said she was a basketball player too. Shit. I don't know. That bitch was a bunch of shit. She was a lot of stuff, girl. I know. Yes, girl. She was where I said she was Jesus, girl. I was like, I coughed. It was like more like Judas. Bitch, no. She had to be. She was everything, girl. Bitch was a shapeshifter, girl. She was a shapeshifter, okay? I told you, motherfucker was a girl. That was a crazy bitch too. This is what I'm saying. All of the crazy hoes. But you know what though? No bullshit though. I don't think she was crazy. Let me not talk shit about her. She was cool. Like I fucked with her outside the group. She was cool. She just was a follower. She was, and I don't even think she was a follower. I just think she was very loyal. You know what I'm saying, to the trailer girl. She was really loyal to her. But the way she started up that shit and tried to make it seem like we all was talking about that bitch, and I'm like, as long as I'm in the group, we will never be talking about this bitch behind her back. We is gonna talk about that hoe in her face. Okay? Just like I was doing. I was talking about that bitch in her face. Okay. After that shit, remember that shit that pissed me off so bad? She was live. We all went over there to her live. No, bitch, we finna say it to your face while you're live. Like that shit. That you know that shit almost sprouted a whole YouTube monster. But because I'm not like that in real life, I was able to tame that shit before it got out of hand. That bitch couldn't read nobody fortune, girl. Because if the bitch could, she would have been able to see that that shit was going to happen. She would have been able to warn her little home girl that that shit was about to happen and she didn't do it. She didn't do it. Oh, I just feel like all of those people are resources and they should be used accordingly. You know, ask about work, whether, you're physically going or it's remote. Ask about different options that you may have in your situations. You know, anyone that can use their mouthpiece from wherever they are to talk to someone about different things. Go speak to, someone at social services. And if you know someone who works in social services in their city, maybe they can contact someone there in your city that works through social services that could expedite the process. I have tons of family members that work with the city. Kevin has tons of family members that work, you know, in public service that get things that could, excuse me, let me like be careful with my words. That could get things moving, to get the ball rolling faster. You don't have to wait this long, that long. That's one thing that I loved about my grandfather. My grandfather, he worked with the housing authority, and throughout both cities that we lived in, he worked for the housing authority, and he was able to get a lot of people a lot of jobs working with them. That is how my mother and my father met each other. My father is 13, well, he was 12 almost 13, if not 13 years older than my mother. Um, so that's how they met each other. So I'm talking about stuff like that. When you have a person who's very high up, they could get you, you know what I'm saying, into places, get the ball rolling quicker. Like you're with a child and you're, you know what I'm saying, displaced. I do not like to use the word homeless for certain situations. You are displaced and you need help now. You need some things expedited very quickly. If you know somebody that can get that shit done. Other group chats was made, and that is when she was excluded from the group. Hell yeah. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I keep saying this, and this new generation coming up, they need to learn it, but our generation needs to learn it too. This person pride themselves on being so young or whatever. It's cool when you looking at numbers, you know, you're the age that you are, but you can be very young and very wise. You can be very old and very stupid, very immature. These type of situations is what happens when you, okay, grab the egg before the chicken. Okay. What I mean by that is simple. You want the baby before the man. You don't want to be courted. You don't want to be loved on. You don't want, excuse me, you don't want to be proposed to. None of that from the man. You don't want to get the genuine love that you should have from the man first. Let that love build stronger and stronger and stronger until you get to the point where, okay, marriage is ideal. Okay, then children become ideal. No, you guys want to speed through the shit and you want to have sex with a nigga so bad, not even realizing you could protect yourself many different ways. And then you end up with the baby before the man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is different if you find out you're pregnant and then you guys get married. That's what happened with me. I need some water. Hold on, let me see what you just said. You said, is it bad, sis? But the way prices now these days, it's a lot for a single parent. And I know I went through this, my daughter, and went through it. But I would not take the world for my precious grandbabies. Of course not. It's it's a struggle. You know, it is a struggle when it's just you. But even with that being the case, it's still a struggle in other parts as well. Even with the father of the child being there in the picture, but just not being there, like legally or spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? It's different too. And this is not even about the nigga. I'm just saying no one, well, I believe no one wants to become pregnant in their late 20s, early 30s, and I'm doing everything by myself. I just laid up with the nigga. I don't know where he at. He's just gone after that. And I'm just doing everything. No one wants to do that. Like, after a certain age, if that happens to you, because as a woman, sometimes we can't control that. We can fall in love with a man and he's making promises and all of this shit is going to happen. And then once that baby gets here, he gone. You know what I mean? He may be there for maybe a couple months, maybe a year, but then he don't act right. So he out of there. You might even kick the nigga out of there. When you're older, you can better deal with that. Depending on your support system, you can deal with that just fine at any age. All I'm saying is that it kind of defeats the purpose of you being on your own and being an independent person and having to worry about yourself. And then you decide to engage in something that's not, guaranteed. And then you end up pregnant, and now you have a whole nother life that you have to provide for, a whole nother person that stems from you. You know, you're the pit. You have a peach. You have a peach, and you have to nurture it. It sucks when you don't plan it out properly, or you don't choose the person wisely. And I get it. These are circumstances. There is no such thing as choosing the right person. There's no such thing as, taking your time and, picking someone who's gonna rock out with you. As a married woman, I can tell you this, that shit is false as hell. You can be with a man for 10 years. You can have children with a whole nother man and meet another man, and he's there for 10 years. And one day your child tells you something that the man's been doing stuff to her. And people, when they hear your story, the first thing, oh, don't bring no men around your baby. That's what these hood rats always say, not realizing that that man was there for 10 years. So that shit is false. You just don't know people. You can be with a person for 20 years and still not really know everything about them. It's still little things that they tuck away. It's still little things they tuck away. Shit, my husband is a messy person. I don't like messy people. I'm very organized. I got a little compulsion. I'm certified compulsive. And when he take off his clothes and he put on, his gear and shit, I be like, what's that on the floor? And he looking at me, I'll get it up later. No, you gonna get it up now. Like, we have argued about this shit. He has walked out the house like, what the fuck you arguing with me for? About some fucking clothes and will leave. What is this on my floor? Is this a sock? Ugh, no, get it up. I'll throw that sock away so quick. He be walking around here with mismatched socks on and threw a sock away. Mommy. What are you covering up your face for? So anyway, I always gotta put a joke in there about, my rib cage, because it's the truth. I can make jokes like that. You know, you you don't know another person. The only thing that you could trust is yourself. You don't even know your kids. They grow up and they have their own personalities that they develop. So all that shit is malarkey. It's bull. Okay? You don't know. Hold on. Lady, what are you? Your phone is in here. You're leaving your phone, lady. Hold on. Come here. Come here. What's on your face? What's on your face? Hold on. What's on your face? Girl, you putting on makeup again? Girl, get vamos. Vamos. Hold on. Uno momento. Was I playing music? Because I couldn't hear nothing. Hold on. Sis, did you hear that? Oh, so the music is playing. Why I can't hear it? Anyway, I don't even need it no more. Like, okay. Okay. Do you have my water? Okay, good. I couldn't hear it on my end. I don't know why I couldn't hear it. Okay. Now my distractions are over. But yeah, that's what came to my mind when I saw um, that unfortunate situation, sis, that we saw. I think we should together um, watch the other one together after this live. So one thing that I was going to talk about tonight was I wanted to talk about this tariff shit, and could that be what's going on with me? Sorry, I'm going through these sight words for my daughters. Oh, sis, I figured out. I figured out what the main focus that I'm going to be on for my education live, where I talk about homeschooling and like the do's, the don'ts, and other stuff. I think I want to talk about the material, like the difference between, because as well, you probably don't know, but with teachers, they plan out their lesson plans differently. Some do it by week, some do it by quarter, some do it for the entire year, right? And if you're trying to homeschool your child for the cheap, And I'm talking about, yes, being a homeschooler or a learning coach. That's what I am. It does cost money. Just like sending your child to school costs money. You got to buy clothes. you know, they should have free lunch everywhere, okay? But some parents, they got to pay for their kids' lunches. So it costs you money even if your child goes to a brick and mortar school. It costs you money if you homeschool them too. But the things that cost you money is stuff that you could skim on, such as books. You don't need those. You don't need books. And what I'm going to talk about is like teaching without without actual books, and that includes even virtual books. Like, it's a whole process. Anyway, that live is going to be filled with goodies about how to be a learning coach for the free ski and still be able to educate your child on the things that they are required to know at their grade level, and also things that they don't know at that grade level. If you want to skip ahead and teach them things above their grade level, I like to mix in real life situations with hypothetical situations. So it's it's a bunch of shit. Um, I don't know when I'm actually gonna do the vlog because remember I told you, sis, I was changing up the classroom. It's all changed up. I had to redo my whole business center and everything. Um, I'm gonna talk about certain websites to go to get your materials. And also, if you want to do interactive things virtually on the computer, um, the best websites to go to, shit like that. All of the supplies that you need and a place where you can go to get those supplies. I'm not talking about it right now. I was saying all of that to get to this point. Have you guys been on Amazon? We finna do our, my Vallejo Barbie Lush, her Backwood Barbie, what I'm saying, Lush legging. We finna do our Stepford Housewife shit right now. So if you don't want to hear that shit, this is the part of the live where you can kind of tune out or whatever. Um, or go grab your wifey and tell her to come here. But anyway, the whole point of why I said what I said was because of the materials and things. Have you guys been on Amazon lately and noticed that they have this tab called Haul Beta on Amazon? Yes, sis, I was my baby girl's learning coach until I was putting swing shifts at work. My oldest daughter became her learning coach. Right. A lot of things can be taught at home. Even with the children going to school, you still teach them a lot of things at home. So it's kind of like, why even deal with certain things? It my choice to be a learning coach was not because I didn't want my children to go to public school. It had nothing to do with that. They could have went to a charter school, private school, anything. My second oldest son, he went to virtual school. Um, it was because of what happened with my second oldest son. It was because of him, being autoimmune. That is the reason why I was like, fuck them classrooms. I'm gonna turn my home into a classroom. I don't go on Amazon much. Girl, don't listen to me. I am going to warn you, sis, right now. Don't go. It's like a person sending you a link, and I'm sorry, I sent you those links. It's like a person sending you a link to Temu, and you don't know what the hell that shit is. Okay? That's what happened with me. My sons, my husband, sending me these goddamn Temu links. And I ended up going on to Temu and I found out what that was. And girl, I hate that place. Shout out to Timu. But when I get the link, I click on it. I do everything that I got to do to give the person credit who sent me the link. And then I leave. I leave. uh-uh. Well, that's what kind of happened to me with the Amazon beta hall stuff. It's stuff that they have. I didn't get like a full explanation, but I all of this stuff is here in like warehouses in this country. But I think it's stuff that they are overhauled on, and they're trying to make space. So they want to get rid of the stuff. So they sell it at a discounted price. Girl, I was just minding my business. I was just minding my business. And I was looking for my champagne flutes. Remember? I told you I got my champagne flutes. And I showed you them. Okay, so I was looking for them. Just those. That's it. You know, I the last flute that I had, my husband broke it. You know, being all wild and shit, swinging his little jacket around while he was taking it off. He hit it off the counter and it broke. So all I have is just other glasses, like wine glasses, like whiskey glasses. I don't have any more champagne flutes. I had such a huge collection that I kept in my China hutch. But let me get the year right. I believe it was 2019 or it was 2020. It was at the beginning of the C word, C19. It was at the beginning of that. We had a fucking earthquake here. And it was crazy because I had like it if I just could have got to it quicker. But I was having a whole conversation with my son, and my son just put his arms out and like got low to the ground. And I was like, boy, what's wrong with you? And he was like, the house is moving. I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel anything. But my oldest son, he felt it. And next thing you know, the house was shaking and I heard glass breaking. I was like, no. By the time I ran down the stairs, y'all, oh my God, the whole top level of my hutch was gone. It was broke. And that's where all my champagne flutes was and my martini glasses. They were in there. The only thing that made it out was my tea cups, and I had like little bitty doll size baby like teacups, plates, um, you know how tea set is, a teacup set. I had actual size, and then I had like a little small baby size for my daughters that we used to play with and stuff. And all my wine glasses made, and even the ones that I specially made for myself, and the ones that I made that I didn't sell, they made it. But my champagne flutes ain't make it, y'all. Uh, I was so hurt. I was devastated. Yeah, so I didn't have no champagne flute. So I was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of not having at least one. And every time when I go to buy one, they're the bulbed ones. I don't want a bulbed one. I wanted a squared off one, a rectangular one. Matter of fact, wait a minute, hold on. I got the picture. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I wanted these. These are the ones that I wanted. These, my babies. So yeah, these are the ones that I bought. So I went onto Amazon to find these, to purchase them, real crystal, not plastic, regular glass. No, I need some crystals. Anyway, I saw this tab and I clicked on it. And thank you, sis. I didn't even drink like I was so happy that I had them. I didn't even drink any champagne or wine or anything out of them at first. When I opened them up, ooh, and they are so perfectly packaged. When- Thick, thick black styrofoam encases the glasses, and then they're put inside of the box that you see right there. Beautiful, high quality, and they were 20 bucks. Yes. Originally 40 something bucks, but they were 20 bucks. So I clicked on that tab, and girl, it was like what is that shit called? A smorgasbord or whatever the fuck that shit called. That's what it was, girl. I went and bought shit I didn't even need. Girl, I have a purple, it's not purple, it's lavender. My bad. A lavender stapler coming, girl. I got a lavender 3-hole puncher. I got lavender binders coming. I have a pink and lavender kawaii pen and pencil holders. Girl, I bought shit I don't even eat. I was so crazy, girl. I bought shit I didn't even need. Stuff I already got because I had to have it for the price. Now, now that that's out the way, let's talk real quick about the other shit I want to talk about. We're going on to the tariff stuff. So I love. Okay, no, let me start off another way. I'm a very picky eater. I do not eat everything. Yes, you will spend a lot of money with that gimmick. Yes. Get things that you already have. Stuff you don't need. That is the truth, sis. It is. So I'm a picky eater. I don't like to eat everything. And I'm one of those people, I don't like a lot of condiments. I only like a few. So when it comes to salads, I like a little salt, little pepper, lemon juice and lime juice, and some avocado. That's it. I may use mustard. I do not like salad dressing. That goes for every salad dressing. I absolutely hate ranch. If I am intoxicated and I'm out eating, I will eat blue cheese. But like, let's say we have wings, fries, and pizza. I'll eat a little bit of blue cheese with that. But like thinking that you're about to give me a salad with blue cheese dressing on it, nope. I won't eat it. I don't eat any of that. I don't eat tartar sauce. I don't eat Caesar dressing. I don't eat Thousand Island. I don't eat ranch. I don't eat blue cheese dressing. I don't eat vinaigrettes. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. Okay. So, like, and if I just want to be a little fancy, I may use some damn hamburger chip pickles and put it in my salad because they have moisture. But like other than that, none of that other stuff. Just a just whatever I'm eating in a dry ass salad. That's it. That's it. Maybe a little, olive oil or something. That's that's it. Ugh, ugh. None of that. Ugh. My mom absolutely loves Thousand Island dressing. That shit is nasty. So nasty. Like, ugh. I will make my own. If a recipe requires mayo, it depends on how bad I want it. I will use a little bit to make what I need to make. If not, I will substitute it for some cream cheese. And that brings me to my sushi. I love sushi. I do not eat anything raw. My steaks have to be well done. I'm talking about Cajun style, burnt and everything. I do not want to eat anything that's bleeding, anything that's red, anything that's pink. I do not eat raw tuna. I definitely do not eat any fish raw. Sorry. You will not catch me eating anything from the sea raw. Now, what I will do is I will smoke it. I will cook it slightly. Okay. I am going to, for the first time, and you guys know right now, if you've been keeping up with me, I don't eat red meat anymore. I stopped eating red meat like 2 months ago or something like that. So, I am going to prepare a steak, like medium rare. I just want to see if it tastes different. I'm probably gonna spit it out. But anyway, I'm gonna waste a fucking good ass steak. Well, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna cook it like that, and then if it's gross, I'm probably gonna boil it down to a brine, okay, and use that in my pho. That's about it. Use it in my pho or use it in my ramen. So I am taking a sushi course so that I can learn how to make sushi. Um, of course, with the substitutions that I am going to make, like for instance, I will not be including any raw tuna or tuna, period. I am not a tuna person. I don't like tuna, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. But what I will do is I will substitute it for salmon. Um, that's what I'm learning right now. I do not like mayo, so I will not be mixing any ingredients with mayo. I will substitute the mayo for cream cheese, or well, I'm gonna be doing it with avocado anyway, but with an avocado paste, close to guacamole, but not guacamole. Um, so yeah, because I don't, they use that a lot in their cooking, and it's a no for me, baby. Sushi sissy is not my style. Like I said, successor. I had to learn how to cook a lot of things. I'm over here on the West Coast. Us over here we like Mexican food. So I had to learn how to cook, you know what I'm saying, a lot of their dishes. So I incorporate a lot of stuff over here. I make some bomb ass pho and some bomb ass ramen. Okay. I make some bomb ass fried rice and chow mein. Okay, you don't have to go to the store and buy it. I will make it. My brother, he knows. I don't know how many languages he knows. I think it's 8, but one he wanted to eventually be stationed um in Japan, and he wanted to learn the culture, the language, and he learned, you know, the food techniques. He learned their cooking. Um, a lot of Asian cuisines he learned. He bought this big ass wok. One of his favorite things to watch. Oh, I wish my sister was in here right now. One of his favorite things to watch was this show on PBS called Yen Can Cook. It's a chef. I forgot what his first name is, but his last name is Yen. And he would make all these Asian cuisines. And my brother watched it faithfully, and he really like continued to work on his craft of cooking different Asian dishes until he perfected it. And my brother, he in the military, so you know. This before he was even in the military. My brother was in college. Um, my at this time, my brother was what was his major before he became pre med? Damn, I forgot what it was. But yeah, my brother wanted to become a well, he changed it so much. He wanted to become a pediatrician. I think before that it was some other type of specialist. I can't remember what it was, but he settled on wanting to be a pediatrician, and then he ended up going into the military. So you know now he's uh fuck, what is my brother, master sergeant or whatever. He works in like electronics communications or some shit like that. He was at Quantico for a minute. I think he changed his position and his rank, so he's highly ranked, but maybe I shouldn't tell his business. That's why I'm not being like clear right now. So let me just shut up. So anyway, but yeah, he was at Quantico for a while. Um, but yeah, he perfected the Asian, the dishes that he wanted to make from the Asian cuisine. So this is part of like why I was like, I gotta make the food that we like, the food that's good to us from their, cuisine. With of course my substitutions because I don't like certain shit. So I will substitute something real quick, okay? You might catch a crab cake without mayo in it. It might have cream cheese in it instead. Okay? Some little heavy cream. I don't like all that shit. But some things you can't, substitute. So you gotta, I mean, after all, it's just flour, milk, eggs. I mean, I still don't like it though. It tastes nasty. Mommy. So yeah, Ben knew how to do that on my own. Ben knew how to make certain dishes, certain Asian dishes. Anyway, getting off of that. But since like since I first had it and I was like, okay, I like this. This tastes good. It's simple. It's good. And then I learned, in some of the ones that I was eating, because I tasted a difference. And some of the ones that I was eating had some mayo in it. And I was like, oh no, I taste the shit. It's like a sour taste. I said, oh no, I have to learn how to make these on my own so I don't get fooled again like that. I sure hate it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, I got you. It's my water. Hold on. Okay, my apologies. These children. My hubby loves him some catfish and shrimps. And so does my baby daughter's boyfriend, and my oldest daughter's boyfriend loves seafood. But my baby girl is highly allergic to seafood. I hear that. My oldest son, he's also allergic. Says she cannot. Hold on, girl, you see this on the damn phone? She cannot even be around seafood or handling it without going in shock. Girl, yep, same thing with my son. Without her EpiPen somewhere around her at all times. Facts. I don't like shrimp like that anyway. Like how everybody go crazy over crab and shrimp. I don't like that shit. And I'm starting to not like catfish like that either. But I love some tilapia. I love some whiting, red snapper. I don't like no fish. It's good. I like pollock. Um, I like trout. I like gar. I like there's a few fish that I like. I just don't like tuna. I don't like tuna. It's something about tuna. I don't know what it is. It's just it's but yeah, I'm taking a um sushi course, and I'm just about done. So I'm going to make a sushi bake. That's this new like TikTok thing going on. You basically all the ingredients that you use to make rolled sushi, you make it in a like a deep pan, and you don't put any nori, aka seaweed. You don't put any nori on it. You use the nori as like a chip or like a plate. So you cut the pieces of nori into squares, and you make the whole like the rice and either the shrimp or the crab or the fish with your little nasty mayo or your fucking cream cheese, um and you put it in the pan, and you put it in the oven, and you bake it like you have like your seaweed, I mean not seaweed, your sesame seeds on the top with maybe some cheese, and you basically just take scoops of it out, spoonfuls, and you put it on top of the nori, and you eat it like that. See, I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be real small. I'm gonna make it, but I'm probably not gonna ever eat it like that again, other than that one time, just to say that I made it and take pictures and put it up on fucking Instagram and shit like that. That's about it. I'm probably not going to make it like that ever again. Too close to lasagna. When I want my rolls, I want my rolls. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like all sushi. I love me some California rolls and the different variations. Um, with some smoked salmon, I can do a lot more with smoked salmon. I'm not doing anything with raw ass fish. I'm not doing it. Sorry. No raw seafood. Period. I'm not doing it at all. Get me some clump crab meat and just go to work. Make me some kimbops and I'm straight. Give me some spam, and make me some kimbops and boom, that's it. Damn, I understand that I got a boost. Damn. I'm gonna have to keep getting fucking alerts. So I have something called I can do it with the mat, but because I saw this on YouTube and it's so cute, I saw it, of course, when I was on Amazon, you know what I'm saying, being taken in by the greed devil. I saw the sushi bazooka. I saw different people using it on YouTube when I was on my Stepford Housewife shit. That's what I've been on. Why everybody else been on this app being messy or what I'm saying, being in other people's business. I've been doing my best wifey duties. You know what I'm saying? Being your best stepmama type of shit. Hey baby. Um, and I've been on Amazon, Temu. Ain't no she in, it's she out. Okay. Other sites. I've been doing my best Stepford Housewife impression. Have I succeeded, baby? Have I succeeded in my best Stepford wife duties? That motherfucker ain't even in here. Okay, sis. What you mean, huh? I said, have I been on my best Stepford wife duties? Has your house not been clean? Has your bed not been fluffy and made? Okay. It better have been a year. Okay. Don't make me get in your ass on this app. I am so dehydrated. Well, you just be coming in here to say like 3 words, huh? What? Why would I pause? I am a woman. Why would I pause? You didn't ran off my sister. It's hot outside. It's supposed to rain in like a few days, but it needs to rain today. I can tell it's hella hot. You said get in my. I know. I said get in your ass. I said that's okay because I'm a woman. I can get in your ass because I'm a woman. hmm You made me forget what I was talking about. Oh yes, babe. Do you think the tariffs is that the reason why my Hello Kitty sushi plate is at customs? Are Trump's tariffs causing my sushi plate to be kept for me? I'm gonna do like a whole little vlog where I have my best geisha outfit on, and I'm gonna make some California rolls. Black geisha girl makes some California rolls. Huh? Hold on, your baby showing me something. What? Your daughter is crazy. I feel, I feel the coolness. Close my door. Thank you very kindly. Okay, so I've been on this live for almost an hour and 30 minutes. I'm done. I'm ready to sit back and chill. I want to drink. And I want to watch some more instruction videos. So, you are always so late. Every time when I'm like, I'm about to end the live, here your ass go. Do you know about the Trump tariffs? If so, could that be the reason why my sushi plate is held up at customs? I just want anyone to just tell me, why does customs have my Hello Kitty sushi plate? I was taking care of something. Uh huh. Something more important than me, obviously. But we were just ranting. In the beginning, we were talking about some content creator that is now displaced. And I was just saying that, you should be careful about who you talk shit about on here because it's, you know, some of this shit is like a boomerang. And then I was talking about somebody else. I said that they were a slug. These are people like in the family sector. Oh, you know who we talking about. I completely forgot that you came from there too. You came from over there as well. That old content creator that we used to support. You know, the one that used to talk about Erica and Cryer and the Muckers and all the motherfuckers. Well, that content creator is displaced now and with child. Yeah. So that's what we were talking about. Not negative. I wasn't talking about her negatively because I don't kick people when they down. I was just saying, you know, I ain't gonna say it was encouraging either. I was just talking about some stuff. And then I started talking about me taking sushi classes because, you know, now I'm on my Stepford wife shits. Eddie, you missed the game nights. We were looking at convicts and you had to guess what crime those convicts did. You missed it. It was funny. I think Legan got frustrated. She said some stuff like, I'm not as smart as y'all or some shit. It was funny, but you missed it. But I will be back. Probably in about an hour. And we may play that game again. It won't be the same thing, like the same faces. It's going to be different. It's like hundreds of those. But I'll probably be back in an hour and we will play that game again. If not, then most definitely we playing the game tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. So, thank you for everyone who was tuned in to me. I appreciate you as always. You know, love you long time. Thank you for the support. It is greatly appreciated. If you ever want to buy me a gift, you see my picture, I want these. These are flat. These are flat bottom champagne flutes. Yeah. So, yep. Perfect birthday, Christmas. How you doing? Just wanted to check up on your gift. Okay. I will see everyone later. I have to clean out my entire thing. I have so much shit on here. Damn, did we ever play this game? Yeah, I think we did. I think we played this game. I just don't remember it. Yeah, I think we played this game. So yeah, I gotta remove it because it's like 30 some fucking reels. But yeah, I love you guys. See you guys later. Smooches.